Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Cubs don't come here very often. They have not won a series in Minneapolis since 2000. Ryan Presley will take over for Gibson. Gibson 5 innings.
Yeah, a lot of traffic. He hung in there, allowed just the 2 runs.
Right field, Hunter will watch that one land in the stands. 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a home run to Rizzo. Gibson had to make 102 pitches on a hot day.
Presley has a little bit better than average velocity. We'll use both slider and a curveball.
0-2.
Suspect to see more sliders to the right-handed hitters and curves to the lefties.
All right, so we've got nomination for domination, tout to clout, getting some pretty good pick-to-click offshoots.
Yeah.
We're not going to use any of them. That's their thing, but it was fun to consider.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dave, who came up with nomination for domination. I like that one. You still could be right on Bryant. We're only in the 6th inning.
I'm holding out hope, as I'm sure he is as well.
Right now, Arrieta and Rizzo would probably be the top 2 candidates, with an honorable mention to Starlin Castro. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball to short, should be routine for Escobar, and it is.
Watch the show everyone in Chicago is talking about. Chicago's most watched local talk show, Windy City Live, weekdays at 11, only on ABC 7.
With Kyle Schwarber heading back to the minor leagues AAA, it'll be his first time at that level. Came up from AA. Got a few farm system notes for you as he bats here in the 6th. Billy McKinney, the outfielder at Tennessee, he had a streak of reaching base in 10 consecutive plate appearances, 8 for 9 over his last 3 games going into today. High A Myrtle Beach clinched the first half Southern Division championship of the Carolina League. Congrats to the Pelicans. And Ian Happ hit his first professional home run in his 2nd career game with Eugene.
Yeah, the Cubs' first-round pick in the draft. Congratulations to Mr. Happ. McKinney came over in the same deal as Addison Russell did with the A's, and well, he's got that hit tool. There's no doubt he can hit.
You know what he is?
He's a professional hitter.
He's a lock to rock. Thanks, Tim, for that one.
I guess if you're looking for a silver lining with Kyle Schwarber's weekend here, it's just a reminder of how difficult it is up here at the big league level. He got up to such a great start. So.
Ball 1 to Russell. Yeah, I don't think anybody thought Kyle was going to hit 750 for a whole week necessarily. But when you're in the moment, it feels that way. And he went 4 for 5 in his first career start, and then 2 for 4 in his 2nd with a home run. That ball thumped into left. But Russell keeps the inning alive like he did back in the 4th. And it will bring up Fowler.
It's that front foot down early, an explosive swing of the bat.
Well, 2-0 feels good considering how Arrieta has pitched, but you would love to add on. There goes Russell. Fowler swings away, sends an opposite field fly to Rosario to end the inning. Cubs lead 1 and lead 2-zip.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus, or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Are you tired of working harder than everyone else but being paid the same? Why settle for 1% and 2% annual raises when you can earn 10 to 20% increases every year? Control your own destiny by becoming a part of the exciting world of television advertising sales. If you're hardworking, love people, are determined to succeed, and passionate about helping others, we want to hear from you. Prior outside sales experience is preferred. Email us today, right now, and get started in one of the most exciting and dynamic careers available.
Monday, July 6th.
If you actually blink, you're going to miss it.
America's favorite magic show reappears.
Pretty great.
With an all-new season.
Penn and Teller, ladies and gentlemen. You amazed us, but you did not fool us.
Penn and Teller Fool Us.
Season premiere July 6th on the Quad Cities CW.
We are the savage villains in fairy tales told to children. The family.
The Originals, Monday on the Quad Cities CW.
Discover marvels on the Mississippi River in the Quad Cities.
We support tourism and the Quad Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Let's take a look at the Illinois Lottery Anything's Possible moment of the game. Jake Arrieta had 1 strikeout through 4, and then he just decided, I'm not going to let anybody put a ball in play.
Yeah, pretty impressive work. Finishes off Buxton with that fastball over the inside corner. Got Herman with a good changeup. So he's got all of his weapons working here this afternoon.
Every winning story starts with a ticket. What will yours be? Illinois Lottery, Anything's Possible.
Dozier doesn't want to deal with the 2-strike count, so he goes up there hacking at that first pitch.
And the result? 0-2 eventually.
Yeah, boys, 97 consistently now with that heater.
Actually took a called third to start it. So I think it was the second pitch he swung at. I missed it too. So.
Oh, to start this at bat. Yeah, we missed that one. We're doing the highlights. First one I saw was a swing, and that's all that really matters.
I got you. Okay. 2-2. Dozier.
Could either watch the game or watch the highlight package, and I was really impressed with the highlight package. I wanted to see that. So this fellow here, Dozier, we talked about him earlier, that Paul Molitor's got options with him. He could lead him off. He's good in that role. Also has power, could hit in the middle. Among Major League leadoff hitters with at least 100 plate appearances, and there's about 40 of them, he has the highest slugging percentage in this role, well up over 500.
Yeah, and in this role, on-base percentage definitely more important, but you don't not want slugging percentage.
Yeah. Yeah,
his on-base is fine, 340.
You don't mind those leadoff doubles, especially if your leadoff guy is not a real burner. You know, if you can't work that walk and steal a base for you, you like to have that guy who can lead off an inning and give you some extra base power.
Somewhat reminiscent of Alfonso Soriano, although a little more patient than Sori was, as Arrieta now has fanned 4 straight.
Variety of ways, too, right? I mean, we've seen the changeup, the called fastball on Buxton. This is a little front door slider that he likes to throw. Starts it at the hip, locks the hitter up. That's beautiful. Great execution. Number 7 was a fine pitch.
Strike 1.
For his next trick, Jake's going to do it while balancing a baseball on the brim of his hat.
He's one of the rare guys who could. He's got the flat billed cap.
Yeah, he's part of that tribe, the flat brimmers. Chad Cordero, the reliever with the Nationals Expos. Was he the guy? He seems to be the guy that first broke that out.
It normally grabs the bill of that cap with the ball in hand between pitches. Just kind of his thing. Snags this bouncer and gets Rosario. 1-3. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
I mean, a lot of families out watching ball today with Dad.
Joe Mauer dribbles one to Arrieta, and the inning is over. Seems to be getting stronger. He has been outstanding today. 2-0.
If anything comes up, I will be here. And
a New York minute.
And Jeff?
Guys, which way? Left.
Right.
Left.
I'm mad at you for dirtying up my suit.
When are we going to start considering it my suit?
I'd be comfortable calling it our suit.
Guess I'm a lot faster than a speeding bullet.
He's a hero.
You're saving a lot of lives.
Impossible's just another Tuesday for us.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
Is the IRS auditing you? Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS coming after you and your money? Do not go through this alone. The Tax Hero is here to save you, to protect you, and to settle for less with the IRS. They can take money from your bank account and your paycheck. They can even come after your home or business. But wait, you can stop the IRS. The Tax Hero can save you, stop the IRS, and negotiate to reduce your taxes, keeping your money in your pocket. But wait, the IRS has a brand new program called the Fresh Start Initiative, making it easier than ever for you to qualify for tax forgiveness. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and a money-back guarantee. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, let us fight for you. Call the Tax Hero now for a free evaluation.
The Mercedes drive of the game. Anthony Rizzo, line shot, center field. 403 plus to make it 2-0. That was in the 5th. We're now in the 7th. Ryan Presley, 6'3", 210 righty in his 2nd inning of work. Ball 2.
That's the thing when you're facing a guy like Rizzo. If you choose to nibble, you better commit to it. You don't want to nibble and then throw him a cookie.
The guys who go 1-0 on him seem to usually go 2-0.
Didn't give in. Anthony cheating on a heater there. Decided to unleash a big swing. No real harm done. Still has a couple strikes to work with. That's a good pitch though by Presley.
Fouled away, and it's 2-2. So after today, the Cubs will have played half their interleague schedule. The only team they have not faced in the AL Central is the White Sox, and 6 of their final 10 will be against the Sox. Another ball deep to center, and this time it's going to stay in. Buxton on the warning track. It kept carrying. He felt like he couldn't get another hit about 3 or 4 days ago, and now I feel like you're
lucky to keep him in the park.
Wow. Here's a look at the league leaders brought to you by DeVry University. And the Major League rookie leader in RBIs is Chris Bryant. Let's see Jock Peterson with the Dodgers tomorrow. Get off me ball. Wow, you see that one run up and in on Bryant?
Deep in the kitchen.
Let's see what his pitch
spot
was.
by 3 feet. Chris just a little anxious right now.
The thing about Jock Peterson I'm curious to see over the next 4 days, as good as he's been offensively, is just reading about his defense. There are many who think he's one of the best center fielders they've seen.
But Vin Scully said. And Vin's seen them all now for a long time. You know, the best one to wear a Dodger uniform since Vin has been calling Dodger games. Which goes back to Brooklyn.
One 1-0 on Montero. Batting with 2 outs here in the 7th. That'll get out of play. It's 1-1.
Cubs playing pretty good baseball through what is a very difficult stretch of the schedule. Beginning on May 19th, ending on July 2nd, they will have played 23 road, only 14 home games. Seems like we get back home just enough time to do the laundry and turn around and head right back out, as is the case with this next homestand.
In there, it's 2-2. Montero wants a word with Paul Schreiber. That's the one you said you don't expect to get, but you get.
Well, you're surprised when you get it, yeah. Well, there's a lot of talk about the strike zone last couple of years, how the umpires have been expanding the zone down. Most hitters would tell you they don't mind if the zone is big up and down. I mean, there's a point where it's down well below the knees. You can't do much with that pitch. But when guys really expand it away, the hitters feel like they got no chance.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that they will be monitoring and have monitored very closely. And some think it's one of the reasons offense is down. I would agree with that. Anytime you feel like you're expanding called strikes, Tomahawked out in the left, but it's going to be caught by Rosario. Stretch time from Minneapolis. 2-0 Cubs.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your core to get those sexy toned abs of your dreams, then stop doing sit-ups. Say woo! And start dancing with Hip Hop Abs, the fun new ab sculpting system from Insanity creator Sean T.
I don't want you to ever get down on the floor to do crunches again. I'm going to break it down so you burn the fat and sculpt those abs fast.
Just do Sean's easy-to-follow moves to work your upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and obliques, all while you're dancing.
I went from a size 18 to a size 2. I have abs now. I've got a six-pack.
And now the complete $80 Hip Hop Abs system is 75% off. That's right. Hip Hop Abs is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Hip Hop Abs system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-628-9407 or order online at gethiphopabs.com. That's 1-800-628-9407. Call now.
It started with a scream 40 seasons ago, and the screams keep on getting bigger because Six Flags Great America keeps on getting better. Don't miss out. It's our 40th season with free new kids rides, fireworks, and double rides all summer. Right now, save up to $20 at sixflags.com. Go big. Go Six Flags Great America. Go to visitlakecounty.org. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW. Seinfeld. Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
The Family Guy.
Weekdays at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. By Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Let's check out the ESPN 1000 game summary. 2-0 Cubs. Jake Arrieta has been as good as we've seen him, throwing upwards of 97 with his fastball. Anthony Rizzo, another big day. The go-ahead RBI, a sac fly by Starlin Castro. And it is Father's Day, and this is a day we all think about our dads. And hopefully you had a chance to call your dad, talk to him, be with him in person. Unfortunately for Joe Madden, his father, Joe, passed away in 2002. And Joe still has an old Angels cap, circa late 1990s, with him at all times. It was in his backpack today that belonged to his father. He was a World War II veteran and a plumber by trade. And young Joe's hero, as it should be. Trevor Plouffe here in the 7th. And you got a chance to hang with your dad on the recent homestand.
Yeah, he was in May. The Cubs went undefeated.
Didn't lose, did
yes,
they?
Yes. He was. If we need him, we'll bring him back. Cubs get into a little bit of a funk later in the year. We'll put him on an airplane, get him into Chicago, and change the karma.
Yeah, it was really cool because a lot of the ushers and security people at the ballpark got to know your dad during that week. Plouffe sends one high in the air for Fowler in left center. And they didn't want him to go back home.
To leave. No,
because he was good karma for the Cubs.
Well, that's the thing about baseball. You know, there's always that bond passed around from generation to generation. You know, your dad is a baseball guy. I'm sure, as I mentioned, there's probably a lot of fathers and sons in the ballpark here today, fathers and daughters. And within the game itself, think about how many fathers and sons have played and played well at this level, probably more so than the other major sports.
Well, I got to tell my favorite story about my dad is in terms of baseball, and it has a connection to what's going on here today. 1 strike on Hunter. Hard hit grounder right at Bryant. So 1987, my dad and I went to Tiger Stadium for a matinee. It was the Twins and the Tigers. Doyle Alexander won like his 8th in a row after he had been acquired from Atlanta. 45,000 people in the stands. We left at about the 8th inning. It was like a 1 o'clock game. We drove to Cleveland, where the Brewers and Indians were playing that night. We tried to get to the ballpark before the first pitch. We didn't quite make it, but we were listening on the radio as Paul Molitor extended his hitting streak to, I think, 37 or 38 games. There were about 3,000 people in Municipal Stadium. We paid like $4 a seat. We ended up right behind the first base dugout. And at about the bottom of the 8th inning, Brett Butler tripled home a run to make it 14-1 Milwaukee. And they set off fireworks. Those were not the best of days for the Indians, but that was a very memorable trip for me with my dad. We got to see 2 Major League games and some history as Paul Molitor had that long hitting streak. It was very cool. Teddy Higuera pitched that night. You know, and part of me wants to look up all the details to see what was true and what isn't, but I don't care. I may have gotten some of the details wrong.
Of the day,
but that was awesome.
Our trips were typically to Jerry Park and then Olympic Stadium in Montreal.
He got him. Well, Arrieta locked in. Cubs lead 2-0 late. Starlin Castro already 2 hits. Leads off the 8th.
I used to have ambition.
That whole whatever vibe. I mean, what's with that?
I used to be passionate, inspired, alive.
You're not dead, you're undead. Big difference.
Now I'm a zombie.
I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Try to keep the faith alive. Better?
Much.
iZombie. Tuesday at 8 on the Quad Cities CW.
Discover marvels on the Mississippi River in the Quad Cities.
We support tourism and the Quad Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau.
An important medical alert for men who have taken androgel and other testosterone therapy products. Androgel and other low-T products that are marketed to treat lack of energy, decrease sex drive, and physical and emotional changes have been linked to heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, death, and other serious cardiac events. Scientific studies indicate that the use of testosterone therapy products doubled the risk of heart attack in men over 65 and tripled the risk in younger men who have a history of heart disease. If you or a loved one took androgel or a testosterone therapy product and suffered heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, death, or any other serious cardiac event, you should call the attorneys of Parliament Law Firm to learn the legal options against the drug's manufacturer. Let our experienced legal team fight for the compensation and justice you deserve.
Call Parliament Law Firm at 1-800-604-3715 for a free and confidential legal consultation. That's 1-800-604-3715.
Welcome back, folks. If you've missed any of today's action, ABC 7 will be rebroadcasting each one of their Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. This afternoon's encore of Twins Cubs will be aired in its entirety beginning at 7 on ABC 7's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions listed there.
Left-hander Aaron Thompson pitched the part of the 10th. Got the final out of the top of the 10th yesterday.
James Russell-esque. Thompson, a finesse lefty.
Reminds me of 80s group, the Thompson twins. He's got the name of the band on his jersey.
He does, doesn't he?
Hold me now. Yeah.
That might be a record.
It was a record.
Yeah, it was a recording. Yeah. But how many other players have had the name of a band on their uni?
The ball hit the bat twice. And he swung at it, and then hit the dirt and came back up and hit it again.
He's a good contact man. Thompson twins. There you go. I can hear your brain working over there. You're grinding, trying to come up with another one.
No, I'm not. Base hit. Starlin Castro is third of the day. I know when to quit sometimes.
Well, not a bad idea to play a little add-on, and Cubs have an opportunity to do that here in the 8th. Castro against the lefty. Delivers the leadoff knock. Thompson caught too much of the plate with that one. Greg Olson ever play for the Twins?
High drive deep to right. Off the bat of Chris Coghlan. Off the wall. Castro on his way to third. Coughlin's got a double. A near miss. He'll take it though.
Infield hit to start his day, and now a double just misses his 9th home run, which would have tied a career high. Oh, man. Big high wall out there, kept it in the ballpark.
The infield is in, and Denorfia will be intentionally walked.
Didn't see Starlin's path around the bases. He looked a little choppy rounding second base. And that's when you can't sell out on. There's a chance that ball could be caught. And when you're reading it from field level, that's the way you have to play it. We were pretty sure it was either going to fly out of here or be off the wall.
Well, technically, I guess the Cubs, you know, they've got the band name Chicago on the front of their jersey, but I like the combination, front and back.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Schwarber batting with the bases loaded, nobody out. Could be his final plate appearance this go round, but I also would not be surprised to see him again at this level here in 2015.
Yeah, we've seen him chase some high fastballs the last couple of days. I don't know that that's part of Thompson's repertoire. They just beat him with a heater right through the zone there.
That one punched out in the left center for a base hit. Castro scores. Coughlin around third. He's going to score. Kyle Schwarber knocks in a pair. A 6 RBI week.
Yeah, nice approach. Good job against the lefty, hanging in and just poking it the other way. Look at that. Pitch is diving off the plate down and away. Great bat control.
That doubles the lead. And they're not done yet. Single, double, intentional walk, 2-run hit. That'll be it for the lefty Thompson. 4-0 Cubs late.
Come on. Woo. Not even a hit.
Nope. In the morning,
I just have to say, I think you two put the super.
Attention all parents of boys who have taken the drug Risperdal. The medication Risperdal, approved to treat bipolar disorder, ADHD, irritability associated with autism, and other behavior disorders, has been linked to abnormal weight gain and breast tissue growth in boys, also known as gynecomastia. Males who develop gynecomastia are often required to undergo corrective surgical procedures, and many patients suffer emotional trauma in addition to the physical pain and suffering. If your son was prescribed Risperdal and was diagnosed with gynecomastia after taking the medication, you should call Parliament Law Firm to learn the legal options against the drug's manufacturer. Let our experienced legal team fight for the compensation and justice you deserve. Your claim may have time-sensitive criteria, so contact us now to see if you are eligible for a Risperdal lawsuit.
Contact the attorneys of Parliament Law Firm at 1-800-921-0681 for a free and confidential legal consultation. That's 1-800-921-0681.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a place that would alter their fate.
Cleveland!
Caught in Cleveland.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Get your first alert weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Jerry Taft and Meteorologist Cheryl Scott, only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Those Twins are happy. The rest of them not so much, as the Cubs have a 4-0 lead here in the 8th inning, and it's right-hander Michael Tonkin making his one and only appearance in this series.
Tonkin, a hard thrower, fastball in the mid-90s. Pretty inexperienced Twins bullpen. Tonkin had a few appearances a couple of seasons ago with Minnesota, and then 25 appearances last year. You see fastballs and sliders for the most part from Tonkin.
So here's Russell. He's popped up. And that was with the bases loaded back in the second. He walked in the 4th, singled in the 6th. Denorfia at second, Schwarber at first.
Had a pitch to hit, just couldn't catch up to it. Addison having a nice road trip. 5 out of 15, just a little late getting started on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Tonkin from California originally, 30th round pick, 2008. Tonkin toys with him with a breaking ball. 3-2. Couldn't say that with all that heat he was throwing. Six, 7. I don't know if this pitching staff would rival the Reds of a couple of years ago. Marshall and Chapman.
Yeah, Andrusic was what, 6'6", 6'7".
Pretty close. Here comes another payoff pitch.
Another challenge fastball. 2 strikes in the count. You can't sell out completely on that heater. That's why you see a lot of foul balls in this situation. Cheat to try to get the head of the bat out on that fastball, and he throws you a slider. You're out of luck. So you kind of go defensive mode here and just try to fight him off. And Russell doing a good job of it. Look out.
Bases loaded.
That's a good at bat right there by Addison Russell. Fought off those tough fastballs. Tonkin decided he'd try to trick him with a breaking ball and just not able to execute the pitch. Good work by Addison Russell. You that last one way up and in.
So the Cubs trying to really bust it open. Got an equipment issue for Chris Herman. Maybe after taking that foul ball off the mask.
Well, it's been a tough day for Fowler so far, but he's got a chance to put a nail in the coffin.
One strike on Fowler.
Dylan G can be yours if you're in the market for a pitcher. Mets have placed him on outright waivers. Barble Wawa.
Two and one. Fly ball right field. Grand slam time. Dexter Fowler. Nothing.
You might consider that a nail in the coffin. A big smile for Fowler as what had been a rough day turns into a wonderful day for Fowler. 0 for 4 prior to that swing of the bat. But home run number 8 is a grand slam. Low, down and in fastball. See you later. There's your Toyota home run cam. A look at Dexter Fowler and that 4x90 feet relay.
And kind of like, I'll quote Chris Bryant, it's not like Fowler needed it, but he kind of needed it. Rizzo sends one in the air, shallow left center. Who wants it? Buxton right in front of Rosario. That's the first out. Not much doubt about it. That's the second grand slam of the year, both on this trip, right? Bryant off Murphy.
Bryant got one, yeah.
Yeah, in Cleveland. So that's the first Cub grand slam off a quote pitcher this year. Two and one. A 6-run eighth. Oh, it was Kyle Hendricks. I said Bryant. Kyle Hendricks said it. Not saying I needed it,
but I needed
it. Yeah.
Well, you don't need to stay with Arrieta at this point in the ball game now that you have this 8-run lead, and it's been a long top half of the inning here, but there's no indication that he's coming out. Nobody's up in the Cub bullpen.
2 outs. Montero, the 9th batter of the inning. Well, we can drop a Yogi-ism on Dexter Fowler. Talking with Roy Smalley, former Twin, last night. He told a story about Yogi Berra. I guess Roy was really struggling, and Yogi said, I went through an 0 for 32 once. And Roy said, well, how did you get out of it? He said, I hit a home run.
It's easy.
So if you're in a slump, hit a home run. Line to right. Off the base of the wall, it's going to be a single. As Hunter played the carom.
Montero's second base hit of the day, a single to center back in the 3rd. Now this BB off the base of the wall and right. Starlin Castro started this inning with a single to left. Cubs have definitely batted around here in the 8th. Cannot debate it.
So a 17-0 win at Cleveland, leading 8-0 here. It'll help the run differential. Yeah, this week has been kind of an outlier for the Cubs with all the close games this season. They lost 6-0 to Cleveland, won 17-0. Did have the 4-3 loss. 7-2, 4-1, and 8-0 at the moment. Bouncer to Escobar. He'll flip. Dozier covering to end the inning. 2-run single, Kyle Schwarber, and then a 4-run homer. We call that a grand slam in baseball. 8-0.
was a fluke medical accident. I'm a virgin, and now a pregnant virgin.
A pregnant virgin?
I'm all about embracing change.
I believe in you almost as much as I believe in myself.
Everything has changed for you.
You're in this together. I love you.
Hey, come on, last cookie. I'm pregnant over here.
Jane the Virgin. Monday at 8 on the Quad Cities CW.
Is the IRS auditing you? Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS coming after you and your money? Do not go through this alone. The Tax Hero is here to save you, to protect you, and to settle for less with the IRS. They can take money from your bank account and your paycheck. They can even come after your home or business. But wait, you can stop the IRS. The Tax Hero can save you, stop the IRS, and negotiate to reduce your taxes, keeping your money in your pocket. But wait, the IRS has a brand new program called the Fresh Start Initiative, making it easier than ever for you to qualify for tax forgiveness. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and a money-back guarantee. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, let us fight for you. Call the Tax Hero now for a free evaluation.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on. Okay.
Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Weekdays at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Well, you see the top two guys in the Cubs rotation. John Lester in a no decision yesterday, and Jake Arrieta, after a long inning of offense from the Cubs, back out there for the bottom of the 8th, working on a 3-hit shutout.
It's your nomination for domination.
There you go. Herman with a ground ball backhanded by Russell. He got him.
Russell stalking that ground ball, plays it on the backhand side. Herman punched out his first 2 times up. Goes out quickly here in the 8th.
Well, the base runners for the Twins, it won't take long. Single by Dozier in the first, quickly eliminated on a double play. Mauer with a 2-out double. Buxton reached on an error by Arrieta, stole second, went to third on the throwing error by Montero. He didn't score. Hunter with a 2-out single in the 4th, and that is it.
Now 11 in a row retired by Arrieta. Only one ball has left the infield in that span. Stay with it. Still got time.
When the Cubs get a quality start, they're 26-6. It's an .812 winning percentage. When they don't, the team is 10-24. That's a .294 winning percentage. I don't bring that up for the people who support the statistic. I bring it up for those who don't like it. Because by and large, when you do get a quality start, it gives your team a very good chance to win. And today has been the super quality start. Curveball missed. 3-2.
And he was looking in hard. Arrieta just now at 100 pitches. That one was off the plate.
Okay, so the Cubs offense scores 4.18 runs per game. Okay. So the critic of the quality start says, well, 6 innings, 3 runs, that's a 4.50 ERA. Well, they score 4.18 runs per game when they get a quality start. They're going to be 27-6. So there you go.
Because the quality start is kind of the baseline threshold, and most of those games they've performed at a higher level.
I think the Cubs' ERA in quality starts among the starters is under 2 or something. I don't have the exact number. It's usually really good. And the reason is the absolute worst ERA you can have after a quality start is 4.50. So that's bottom of the barrel in terms of quality.
It's keeping you in the hunt.
I guess if I asked you, forget your record, forget your ERA, but I said you're going to make 32 starts and 25 of them will be quality starts. Would you go, yeah, I'm in?
Yeah, I'd take that. Absolutely.
You'd be among the league leaders.
Yeah.
Easily. Major league leader in quality starts last year. Oh my goodness gracious. Johnny Cueto, 29
of what, 32 starts? Make 32 starts total.
That sounds about right. Maybe 33. He made 34. So 29 out of 34. Felix Hernandez, John Lester each had 27. Sonny Gray, Corey Kluber. These are really good pitchers.
This guy right here had a bunch of them. He only made 25 starts last year. Still managed to finish in the top 10 in the Cy Young voting in the National League.
Yeah, and still feels like he's got a no-hitter somewhere in there. There's Buxton.
The Twins are hoping to fall in love with this kid. It's been a tough start to his big league career, but the ceiling is sky high.
It's only their 4th hit. Family and friends excited. Snapped a string of 12 straight batters retired by Arrieta.
Yeah, and in that stretch, 6 were strikeouts, a couple little tappers back to the mound, not a lot of solid contact. Challenge for the Cubs with the Dodgers coming to town and Kershaw and Greinke lined up to pitch the first 2 games of that series. We'll take a peek ahead.
Probables for tomorrow. Lefty night. What a matchup.
Yoshi outstanding his last time out, and that was a very important start for him because he had been scuffling.
Hoisted into center. Fowler to end the inning. Arrieta shutting them out through 8.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh? It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
Discover marvels on the Mississippi River in the Quad Cities.
We support tourism and the Quad Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Ay, caramba!
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a place that would alter their fate.
Cleveland!
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
Not in Cleveland.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW. Seinfeld. Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
It's gotta be Family Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Well, some fans heading out of the ballpark with the home team trailing big, but the Cub fans have remained as it's 8-0 late. They'll bat here in the 9th inning against a left-hander, Brian Dunsing.
Dunsing, a veteran, has had his struggles this year with that inflated ERA. League batting .345 against him. It's a lot of traffic. 20 hits, 10 walks. And 14 in the 3rd innings.
Breaking ball misses on Chris Coughlin, who nearly homered. Picked up a double as part of the 6-run 8th inning. Brian Matthew Dunsing, born in Marysville, Kansas, to high school in Omaha, Nebraska, and then the University of Nebraska, 3rd-round pick in 05 of the Twins. He has been a starter at times, but mostly in relief. He has not started since 2012. We will see Kyle Schwarber one more time here in this 9th. He's in the hole right now, following DeNorfia, who's on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Two for 5 day for Coughlin as he's laid on the 93-mile-an-hour heater.
Swing and a miss.
Cubs have had a base runner in every inning except for the 7th.
One and two. Great atmosphere this weekend. It's pretty quiet right now with the score being what it is. But it has been a very enjoyable weekend here in the Twin Cities. Yoervis Medina in a successful Cub debut the other night in Cleveland. And it looks like we'll see him in the bottom of the ninth.
Cubs with 12 hits today. DeNorfia does not yet have a base hit in this ball game.
On the ground, sending Plouffe to his glove side. This might be your last chance. You got another.
Plouffe. No, I got Plouffe. There it is. What was the other one?
I don't remember.
There was another Plouffe. Plouffe is in the pudding.
That was my favorite. Yeah. Schwarber with a 2-run single that made it 4-0 in the 8th. Later Fowler would hit the granny. These are all very valuable at bats, particularly against the lefties for young Kyle Schwarber.
He'll go down to Iowa. He'll continue to catch and improve that part of his game. Try to get Major League ready. And I wouldn't be surprised if he got a few turns out in left field there as well. Just to keep that option open should the need arise here at the big league level.
And a swing and a miss to end the inning. Bottom 9 coming up. All Cubs.
Monday, July 6th.
If you actually blink, you're going to miss it.
America's favorite magic show reappears.
Pretty great.
With an all-new season.
Penn and Teller, ladies and gentlemen. You amazed us, but you did not fool us.
Penn and Teller fool us.
Season premiere July 6th on the Quad Cities CW.
We are the savage villains in fairy tales told to children. The family.
The Originals, Monday on the Quad Cities CW.
Discover marvels on the Mississippi River in the Quad Cities.
We support tourism and the Quad Cities Convention and Visitors Bureau.
An important medical alert for men who have taken androgel and other testosterone therapy products. Androgel and other low-T products that are marketed to treat lack of energy, decrease sex drive, and physical and emotional changes have been linked to heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, death, and other serious cardiac events. Scientific studies indicate that the use of testosterone therapy products doubled the risk of heart attack in men over 65 and tripled the risk in younger men who have a history of heart disease. If you or a loved one took androgel or a testosterone therapy product and suffered heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, death, or any other serious cardiac event, you should call the attorneys of Parliament Law Firm to learn the legal options against the drug's manufacturer. Let our experienced legal team fight for the compensation and justice you deserve.
Call Parliament Law Firm at 1-800-604-3715 for a free and confidential legal consultation. That's 1-800-604-3715.
Let's check out the Hyundai play of the game. Really plays everything Jake Arrieta has done today. Has been spot on, and he's going to try to finish it.
It has been fun to watch. He has one Major League complete game to his credit. Came last September against Cincinnati.
Ready, Rosario, the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Saw Medina warming up earlier. He's there just in case pitch count gets to be a bit of an issue. So maybe just going batter by batter here. It's been pretty stress-free for Arrieta this afternoon.
Yeah, that was the one-hit shutout you referenced, September 16th of last year. Second to final start. And the hit came late. Brandon Phillips, one-out double in the 8th. No history today in terms of a no-hitter or anything like that. He's given up 4, but again, he's been very dominant. Top foul.
Back on May 12th, Jake threw 116 pitches in 8 innings of work against the Mets. That's his high pitch count game for the year.
Nice play as he lobs to Rizzo. Kenny Vargas will pinch hit for Mowers. Joe Madden and Chris Bosio, Dave Martinez chat in the dugout. 116 pitches. Yeah, I think a base runner and he's done.
Hey, you know it's a dominant performance when the 2 most frequent outcomes on the scorecard are strikeouts and ground balls back to the mound. It's a bunch of both.
All 1 to Vargas. Switch hitter. One of our favorite moments of the season was this little guy before the game yesterday, having an early afternoon snack. Oh, lost the middle. Said, yeah, I'll just continue.
Just keep on going. Plug on, son.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
He was doing everything right too. He had 2 hands on the bun and everything. Still got away from him.
Golfed out into center. Fowler's got it. 2 away. We've said this many times. This is where all that conditioning comes in, and you never want to say one guy works harder than another because they all work hard. But Jake is in terrific physical shape.
Just a big, strong physical specimen.
Plouffe flies out. Cubs win. Cubs win. Jake Arrieta with a complete game, 4-hit shutout. And they take 2 of 3 this weekend. They go 3-2 on the trip.
Boy, nice weekend here in Minnesota. After a sloppy game Friday, they come back winning extras yesterday. And this is a tight game for most of the afternoon. That big uprising late in support of Arrieta's stellar work on the mound. And the Cubs take 2 out of 3 before heading home.
We'll be back to Minneapolis in a moment. 8-0 Cubs, the final.
It was a fluke medical accident. I'm a virgin, and now a pregnant virgin.
A pregnant virgin?
I'm all about embracing change.
I believe in you almost as much as I believe in myself.
Everything has changed for you.
You're in this together. I love you.
Hey, come on, last cookie. I'm pregnant over here.
Jane the Virgin.
Monday at 8 on the Quad Cities CW.
If anything comes up, I will be here. And
A New York minute.
And Jeff?
Guys, which way?
Left.
Right.
Left.
I'm mad at you for dirtying up my suit.
When are we going to start considering it my suit?
I'd be comfortable calling it our suit.
Guess I'm a lot faster than a speeding bullet.
He's a hero.
He's saving a lot of lives.
Impossible's just another Tuesday for us.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
Is the IRS auditing you? Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS coming after you and your money? Do not go through this alone. The Tax Hero is here to save you, to protect you, and to settle for less with the IRS. They can take money from your bank account and your paycheck. They can even come after your home or business. But wait, you can stop the IRS. The Tax Hero can save you, stop the IRS, and negotiate to reduce your taxes, keeping your money in your pocket. But wait, the IRS has a brand new program called the Fresh Start Initiative, making it easier than ever for you to qualify for tax forgiveness. We have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and a money-back guarantee. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes, let us fight for you. Call the Tax Hero now for a free evaluation.
An important medical alert for all parents of boys who have taken Risperdal. The medication Risperdal has been linked to breast growth in young men, also known as gynecomastia. The FDA issued several warnings to advise patients that young males grew enlarged breasts after taking Risperdal, and in some cases required corrective surgery to treat the complication. If your son was prescribed Risperdal and has been diagnosed with gynecomastia,
call Parliament Law Firm at 1-800-715-9786 for a free legal consultation. 1-800-715-9786.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Ford, America's best-selling brand. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Our next ABC 7 telecast of Cubs baseball will be this Thursday when the Cubs host the Dodgers in the fourth and final game of that series, 1 o'clock for the airtime. Once again, our final score today, fun one. Cubs 8, Twins nothing. Now for JD and our entire crew here in Minnesota. I'm Len Casper. Happy Father's Day to the dads. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball.